Christian Fischer just ended his NHL career, and no one expected it. No warning, no big injury, just done. At only 28 years old, Christian Fischer shocked the hockey world by walking away. Fans didn't see it coming. Teams didn't either. He just broke his silence and told everyone why. And what he said, no one expected it. Christian Fischer is now officially retired from the NHL. At only 28 years old, the forward made the announcement just days ago. He played 9 full seasons in the National Hockey League, and now he's out. He's not hurt. He's not being pushed out. He made this choice himself. Fischer said in a new interview that he spent the last year thinking deeply. He thought about life. He thought about what made him happy. He looked at where he was and where he wanted to be. And he decided it was time. Christian Fischer said, probably in the last year or two, I've really thought about just kind of what I want to do with my life and what makes me happy and spending time with my friends and family. That's what shocked people most. This wasn't about the game. It wasn't about stats or contracts. It was personal. Fischer was healthy. He still had years left. But he walked away, and he made it very clear. This was his own call. Fischer also said, I wish there was a big reasoning why, but in the end, I'm very thankful for the career I had. Let's go back to where it all started. Christian Fischer was drafted 32nd overall by the Arizona Coyotes in 2015. That's just outside the first round. He was only 18 years old then, a kid with a dream. He made his NHL debut in 2017. And from that point on, he didn't look back. He stayed with Arizona for 7 full seasons. Over time, he became known as a smart, tough, and reliable forward. Coaches trusted him. Teammates respected him. Fischer played a total of 523 games in the NHL. That's a major milestone. A lot of players never even reach 500, but he did. He scored 62 goals and added 75 assists. That's 137 points in his career. His best season came in 2017-18. That year, he scored 15 goals and picked up 18 assists. He was never the league's top scorer, but he showed up every game, and fans in Arizona loved his work ethic. He also made history in 2022 when he scored the very first 2 NHL goals at Arizona's new home, Mullet Arena. That arena had just opened, and Fischer put his name in the record books right away. Then came change. In 2023, Fischer moved to the Detroit Red Wings. He played 79 games in that season. He got 5 goals and 14 assists. But things didn't go the same in 2024. He played in just 45 games for Detroit. He scored only once and added 7 assists. Then, in March 2025, he was placed on waivers. That means any team could pick him up. The Columbus Blue Jackets claimed him. He played 1 single game with Columbus. 1. That was the last time he stepped on NHL ice. On July 6, 2025, Fischer told the NHL Players Association he was retiring. Just like that, he didn't get a farewell tour. He didn't have a press conference. Instead, he quietly spoke to The Athletic, where he explained his decision. And what he said surprised fans everywhere. Christian Fischer said he's not going to another team, he's not moving to Europe, he's not changing leagues, he's stepping away from hockey fully to start a new business in Arizona. He plans to enter the golf industry. He's launching a golf brand with a close friend. He said that being near family and friends means more to him now than playing in the NHL. This wasn't a sudden choice. He said the thought started more than a year ago. As he got older, his ideas changed, his goals changed. And now he's done with hockey. Fischer is a native of Chicago, Illinois, but he's made Arizona his home. That's where he'll build his new business. During his NHL career, he also had moments with Team USA. Before turning pro, Fischer played in the U.S. National Team Development Program. He won gold medals at the U17 and U18 levels. He even scored the fastest goal in USHL history, just 6 seconds into a game. So why does this story matter? Because it's not about injury. It's not about failure. It's not about being cut or benched. Christian Fischer made a choice. He walked away from a pro sports career on his own terms. That's rare. He played over 500 games. He made his mark. And now he's moving on. No fan expected this. No team saw it coming, but he spoke clearly, and what he said showed one thing. Sometimes life after sports is just as important as the game itself. Christian Fischer's story is not about giving up. It's about stepping forward. He got to live the dream most players chase for years, and now he's writing a new chapter. That's the latest on Christian Fischer, one of the NHL's youngest retirements, and one of the most surprising. Something big just happened behind the scenes of the NHL playoffs. Connor McDavid's wife, Lauren Kyle, broke her silence, and it came at a time no one expected. Right in the middle of the Stanley Cup chase, she shared some surprising news and personal feelings. It wasn't just about hockey. It was about stress, emotions, and one big surprise fans never saw coming. The Edmonton Oilers won Game 5 of the Western Conference Final. The final score was 6-3 against the Dallas Stars. That win sent the Oilers back to the Stanley Cup Final for the second year in a row. The last time that happened for any NHL team was 2009. The Oilers are now going to face the Florida Panthers, just like they did last year. The Panthers won last time. Now, Edmonton wants a different ending. Right after the Oilers won Game 5, Lauren Kyle, the wife of Connor McDavid, went on Instagram. She posted a short message. It said, "Finals, baby!" She also posted a few pictures showing her excitement. This short post got a lot of attention. Fans and media shared it all over the internet. It showed how much the win meant, not just to players, but to their families too. Lauren Kyle is not just known for being married to one of the top NHL players. She is also a businesswoman. She is opening a new bar in downtown Edmonton. It's called Bar Trove. It will open on June 6, 2025. That is right during the Stanley Cup Final. The location is the Canada Permanent Building. It is a historic building in the city. The bar will have a European-style design. It's meant to be fancy but comfortable. The goal is to create a place where people can enjoy food and drinks while also enjoying great design. Lauren has a background in interior design. This bar is her big project. In an interview, she said she wanted Bar Trove to be more than just a bar. It will also show her work as a designer. She worked on everything, from the look of the furniture to the lighting. NHL wives and friends are already showing support for it. Some have said they will visit when it opens. At the same time, Lauren shared how hard it is to be the wife of a hockey player during the playoffs. She called the experience emotional and chaotic. She explained that playoff time brings a lot of stress. Families live with the highs and lows of every game. Wins are exciting. Losses can be hard to deal with. She said, "It's emotional and chaotic." She gave this quote during a story about what it's like being part of the NHL life off the ice. Many fans don't get to see this side of things. It's not just about what happens in the arena. It's also about the people behind the players. Connor McDavid is having a strong playoff season. He has 26 points in 16 games. That includes both goals and assists. He's helping lead his team on the ice. Off the ice, Lauren Kyle is dealing with the pressure in her own way. She's planning a bar opening, supporting her husband, and sharing her feelings with the world. She posted pictures of her family and friends in Edmonton. She showed people getting ready for the bar launch. One photo showed her hugging a friend. Another showed her looking at designs and colors for Bar Trove. These were not normal game day posts. They were full of emotion. Lauren Kyle and Connor McDavid have been together for years. They keep most of their private life quiet. But during this playoff run, Lauren has opened up more than usual. She's showing what the playoffs feel like for people not wearing skates. She shared stories about long days, nervous nights, and cheering during big moments. On May 29th, 2025, just before the Oilers won the conference final, Lauren posted a story on Instagram. It had a short video. She was walking through Bar Trove. She showed the final touches being made. "Can't wait for everyone to see this," she wrote. This was only 1 week before opening day. At the same time, news outlets picked up her story. They talked about how the Oilers are not just playing for the cup, they're also dealing with pressure from all sides. ESPN, Reuters, and the Times of India wrote about Lauren's updates. One article said, "It's not just the players who are feeling the heat. Their families are right there with them." Lauren Kyle also posted updates with her dog and family. She showed what life is like when Connor is at practice or away for games. These stories got support from fans. Many people left comments saying they were glad to see the human side of NHL life. Lauren's business, Bar Trove, is set to become a part of Edmonton's nightlife. It will open just 3 days after Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Some people think players may even visit during off days. The location and timing make that possible. Another major part of Lauren's story is how she is supported by other NHL wives. During her posts, she tagged other women who are also married to NHL players. Many of them reposted her stories. They congratulated her and promised to attend the opening. That support shows how tight the hockey community can be, especially during the playoffs. Lauren also gave an interview where she talked about her plans after the playoffs. She said she wants to expand her design business. She's already worked on other homes and restaurants, but Bar Trove is her biggest project so far. She said, "This is a dream coming true. I've been working on this for over a year." The timing of her business launch and the Stanley Cup Final is rare. It adds pressure, but Lauren says she's ready. She told one news site, "It's a lot, but I'm excited." She also thanked fans who reached out with kind messages. Connor McDavid has not made many public comments about Bar Trove, but in a short interview he said, "I'm proud of what Lauren's doing. She's worked really hard." That quote came from a post-game press talk. It showed that even while focusing on hockey, he's aware of what's happening back home. The Oilers will face the Florida Panthers starting June 4th. Last year, the Panthers beat them in the finals. This year, Edmonton is looking for revenge. Fans are watching not just the games, but also the stories around them, like Lauren Kyle's. Media coverage of Lauren's posts has spread worldwide. Sites in Canada, India, and the US have reported on her comments. That shows how big the Stanley Cup has become and how much people care about the personal side of sports. No one expected Lauren Kyle to make headlines, but now she's part of the story. Her posts gave people a look into what it feels like to live through a championship run. Her business launch, her emotional words, and her online support have made her one of the most talked about people during this playoff run. She's not playing on the ice, but her voice, her work, and her presence have added something new to this year's Stanley Cup story. A single decision by Connor McDavid has sent shockwaves through the NHL. As the league's most electrifying player approaches the end of his contract, experts say the league could lose up to $1 billion if McDavid leaves or waits too long. This isn't just about one player. It's about the economic ripple effects that could redefine the league's future. Connor McDavid plays for the Edmonton Oilers. He is the captain of the team and one of the best hockey players in the world. His current contract is for 8 years. He signed it back in 2017. The deal is worth $100 million total. That means he gets paid $12.5 million every year. His contract will end after the 2025-26 hockey season. Right now, he has not said if he will stay with the Oilers. He has not signed a new contract. This is what people call contract uncertainty. When a star player like McDavid does not make a decision, it can make teams and fans feel unsure. The NHL makes money from many things: tickets, TV, clothing, and more. Star players help bring in that money. When a big name like Connor McDavid might leave or change teams, it can change how people spend money. It can change how other teams make their plans too. If McDavid decides to leave or takes too long to decide, the NHL could lose a lot of money. Experts say the league could lose $1 billion. That money includes ticket sales, TV rights, player deals, and jersey sales. That's because McDavid brings in lots of fans. People come to see him play. He is the face of the Oilers. He is also a big part of NHL advertising. The NHL is planning to raise the salary cap in the next few years. The salary cap is how much money each team is allowed to spend on its players. Right now, teams can only spend so much each season. But by the 2026-27 season, the salary cap could go up to $104 million. In 2027-2028, it might be as high as $113.5 million. Under league rules, one player can be paid up to 20% of the team's salary cap. If the cap goes up, McDavid could earn more than $20 million per season. That would make him the highest paid player in NHL history. This means every team that wants McDavid needs to think about money. A lot of money. Teams would have to give him a very large contract. That could make it hard to pay other good players on the same team. Teams want to win, but they also need to be smart about their budgets. Right now, teams are watching McDavid closely. They want to know what he plans to do, but he has not said anything yet. That silence is making some teams worried. Other teams are making plans just in case he becomes a free agent. A free agent is a player who is allowed to sign with any team. If McDavid becomes a free agent, there could be a bidding war. That means different teams would offer him huge deals to try to get him. Those deals would also raise how much other star players are paid. So it's not just about McDavid. It could change how all teams spend their money. Connor McDavid is not just a great player. He's also very important to the NHL's image. He helps the league get more viewers. He helps sell merchandise. Kids look up to him. When he plays in big games, more people watch. In the 2025 playoffs, McDavid had 26 points in just 16 games. That means he scored and assisted more than one time per game. That shows he is still at the top of his game. His performance helps the Oilers win. And when they win, fans get excited. That excitement leads to more money for the team and the league. If McDavid leaves Edmonton, the Oilers could lose fans. People in the city might stop buying tickets or gear. TV ratings could go down too. And if he goes to a team in a smaller market, that could hurt the NHL's national reach. The NHL depends on big stars to draw crowds. That's why the league is paying close attention. So are business people and news outlets. Some people have said the NHL could lose $1 billion if McDavid's decision goes the wrong way. That number includes many things. It includes player salaries, money from TV, deals with brands, tickets, and more. It's not just about McDavid's paycheck. It's about the total value that changes if he leaves the Oilers or takes too long to decide. The Oilers know they want to keep him. Jeff Jackson, the CEO of the team, said, "Connor McDavid is everything to this organization." That quote came from an interview with NHL.com. He also said that McDavid is not just a great player, he is a great leader and example for others. But knowing that isn't enough. The team still has to make a deal that works for McDavid and fits the new salary cap. And McDavid has to want to stay. So far, there is no sign of what he will do, and that silence is creating a big problem for the NHL. As each month passes, the cost of waiting could go up. The NHL has faced money problems before. In 2020, the league lost money during the COVID-19 shutdowns. Now, it is finally growing again. If McDavid's free agency causes more money issues, the NHL's growth could slow down again. TV companies are also watching. If McDavid changes teams, they may need to change schedules. Some cities get more TV games when stars play there. If McDavid moves, it changes the TV market too. The NHL's plans for the future could be affected. Big changes like this can shift how the league grows. It could change how teams plan, how players sign contracts, and how money flows into the game. Right now, every choice matters. McDavid is a superstar. What he does next may decide how much money the league makes or loses.
Canada, oh Canada, our home and brave land.
That's not really close.
An all-Canadian final.
Oh my goodness.
And the Stanley Cup champion, the Edmonton.
Charles Barkley just dropped the boldest NHL prediction of 2025, and hockey fans can't stop talking about it. He's calling for an all-Canadian Stanley Cup final between the Leafs and Oilers. But the real shocker, he capped it off by singing "Oh Canada" live on TV. Sir Charles doesn't just think a Canadian team will end the 32-year Cup drought. He's betting on a historic all-Canadian showdown that hasn't happened since 1989. Oh Canada, our home and native land. Sorry about the tariffs, but y'all going to get us back with a Stanley Cup victory. Barkley belted out after picking the Oilers to win it all, proving once again that his hockey enthusiasm far exceeds his singing ability. What makes Barkley's prediction so fascinating isn't just the outcome. It's how seriously he approached the entire playoff bracket. This wasn't some random celebrity making wild guesses. Barkley went through every series methodically, showing surprising knowledge about player injuries, goaltending situations, and even coaching matchups. He knew Jason Robertson was out for Dallas. He referenced John Cooper's coaching record. He praised Vasilevsky as the hot goalie. The Basketball Hall of Famer clearly watches hockey and watches it closely. In the Eastern Conference, Barkley picked Toronto to defeat Ottawa in the Battle of Ontario first round, giving a special shout-out to my man Austin Matthews, Scottsdale, Arizona. He then boldly predicted the Leafs would take down the defending champion Tampa Bay Lightning in the second round, something they failed to do in previous playoff meetings. This is their year, Barkley insisted, dismissing concerns about Toronto's long history of playoff disappointments. No Canadian team has won a Stanley Cup in 32 years. On the other side of the bracket, Barkley showed respect for Alex Ovechkin's record-breaking season by advancing Washington past Montreal. Shout out to the greatest goal scorer ever, Ovechkin breaking the record this year of the greatest high score ever, Wayne Gretzky. Congratulations, Mr. Ovechkin, Barkley said while predicting the Capitals to beat the Canadiens. He also picked Carolina over New Jersey, noting that the Devils are really banged up right now, showing he's paying attention to current team conditions heading into the playoffs.